Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys, you've been literally creeping up in every single reading that I've been doing. Every single reading, I'm like talking to Libra and I say Sagittarius. And like, you guys, you're eager. I know. Well, you're eager. You're eager. Eight of Wands popping out upright. Overlaying the kyanite crystal here that I have. You want to change, you want to shake up, and you may want that, and you may actually get that, Sagittarius. That could be absolutely what is forecasted here for you in store for mid-April, and roughly the end of April as well into May. So let us see though what the other cards here convey to us about this to get a better sense of what exactly is happening energetically. Eight. Okay. Wow. Okay. 2 8s for you here. You have the Eight of Wands and you have the Eight of Cups overlaying Justice. Eight of Cups is upright, Justice is in reverse. However, these are horizontally laid at the right-hand corner of the spread. So, not corner exactly. Actually, it's right in the middle of sort of the wall that divides the present, near future, and I would say the beginning of May. Okay, but there's a shakeup that's I feel that you want that regards sort of a stagnancy of an emotional situation that is just stale. I'm getting stale. I'm getting stagnant. Something that you want clarity with. Something that you just let's get this thing done and over with and going and moving through, right? It's like you want this freaking lightning bolt to strike. You're like, bring it on, you know, please. Like, I'm gonna stand out in the rain. Please don't do that. Right? But you are Sagittarius. You are fire. You have that. What's coming to mind is rage, but right, fire can be manifested in many different ways. Another 8. Look at that, Sagittarius. Okay. These two want to pop out together. And I want to pull a 3rd for you and a 4th for you. Okay. Okay. Let me tune in 1 second, Sagittarius. Okay. So, I'll read them off to you first. You're coming out with your deep past. The Mother of Swords in reverse. Recent past is the 8 of Swords upright. So we're coming out with 3 8s so far. 3 8s. The energy that you stepped into that helped lead you to your current state is the 9 of Wands in reverse, which is right beneath, underpinning this this 8 of Wands. All right, that popped out. Actually, current state is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Your advice is the Star. Lovely. Near future is the Sun of Cups in reverse. Your hopes and or fears is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Final outcome is the 2 of Swords upright. Now, your environment is the 5 of Wands in reverse. And the slew of cards here that I pulled out for your energetic pathway as you move out into the beginning of May are, I'll read them like this. The 3 of Swords in reverse, overlaying the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, overlaying the 5 of Pentacles upright, overlaying the 2 of Cups upright. So, absolutely, there's been a sort of situation, a predicament, a circumstance, an environment that has kept you feeling somewhat blocked, somewhat trapped, somewhat dissatisfied as it regards the manifestation of your energy, of your assets, of your emotional propensity, but also that which regards your desire for movement, for change. You want change so badly. You want change, Sagittarius. Right? It's like, if there's no storm, like I'm the one who's gonna, right, like I'm gonna make my own little firework, like, you know, it's like that kind of feeling of like, you know what, I'm at the threshold. Something needs to happen. But there's this decision point that you're at that it's like, what exactly, I want this, I want to step away from this, I want the clarity of day to come as it regards this situation that's been stagnant and emotionally dissatisfying, right? But it's that sense of judgment, right? You're at the judgment point. I know I want to do something, I know something's got to happen, but what is that something? What is that, how am I going to do it? That's what I'm hearing and I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius. But whatever this decision is that you make is going to have a profound sense of liberation from a past that has not been entirely fruitful for you, emotionally and otherwise perhaps, where you felt trapped, where you felt, right, that's now, it's unplugging as you take on this coming head to head with even the need to make a decision, the need to look at something clearly, right? It's like, we'll get to it. I want to get into the rest of the energies first though. Okay. So your theme, Sagittarius, is the Mother of Cups upright, overlaying the Moon upright. Beneath the Moon, Sagittarius, you have the Father of Swords. And in your deep past, you have the Mother of Swords in reverse, followed by the Eight of Swords. There is a lot of a desire to take a firm stand with something. A desire for clarity with something. There's some aspect of whatever this situation is that kind of has you in the dark. Okay. Yeah, that Father of Swords is creeping out. Okay. He is related to whatever this situation is. I'm feeling this is absolutely a person, and I feel like it's not you. But, right, it's a general reading, and it absolutely can speak to a certain propensity within yourself, but it's almost like, this is the feeling I'm getting. Father of Swords is like unsuspecting, seems like, right? It's like, me? An owl in the woods, at night, under the moon, right? I didn't turn the lights off in this room. But it's like, hello, like, you are an owl. You are an owl. And, right, we know that in a way you are, this is like you're the accomplice, okay? You are somehow associated with this darkness, okay? Or you know something about it. That you, Sagittarius, I'm feeling this is your energy, especially if you have water energy strongly in your chart. I feel that you are like calling the bluff. You're like, ho, 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 I know that you owl, right? Even if like you're pretending to not be associated with the matter, or to not know that it's confusing, I know what's happening. Even though, right, through the dark, it's like you have that sort of very strong perceptive awareness. Okay, Sagittarius, but look at this character, okay? Father of Swords, like, looks so freaking serious, right? So pinned in, right? Like, looking straight ahead. Doesn't even, like, have a mouth so you could see him smile or not. It's just the eyes are, like, that's all you see, like, super laser focused. But the sword, right, that is, like, defending this Father of Swords is, like, colorful rainbow, okay? It's, like, you can run, but you can't hide. Like, that's the feeling I'm getting, okay? And you are calling it out, Sagittarius. Look at you, right? You're like, you over there, owly, right? We know what's going down. You and I both know what's going down. Okay, so it's going to pertain to a number of you, I feel, but something about this character, whoever this is not straight, is not, like, straight, and yet is straight, is, like, straight within themselves, but not, right? It's like, they have two sides to them. They have two sides to them, and, right, one is very serious, one is very, does not disclose. And yet, it's like they also can't hide, right? That very dynamic, creative side to them. Spontaneous, soft, right? Dreamy. Because the color of that sword is the same color palette as that which we see on the star card. So, and that which we see on the lightning bolt strike. So, it's almost like you want to bring these colors out of the sword. Okay, bring this truth to light and make a shakeup with that, okay, with some sort of proclamation, okay, of truth that I feel as an individual, they're not admitting to it. It's something that they're not admitting to. There's something they're not coming to terms with. And it's almost like, listen, you and I both know that you have a really colorful sword. Like, you can stand there and pretend like, you know, you've never owned a color palette, right? A paint set. But it's so clear, right? It's so clear. And you want that, the revelation of that truth, right? To come through. You want the illumination of truth. That's what you want, Sagittarius. That's what you want. And that is the apex of all of this, is that proclamation of truth that regards this individual. I feel like it's like a hangering, like, ugh, like, come on, like, you know? I'm hearing, like, make it happen, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, let's do this. And there's a maturity that you're coming forth with that regards that, right? That's almost like a willingness to comply. But you know what's up. Sagittarius, whatever the situation is, heed your intuition. You know how to maneuver your way through this dark forest, okay? Okay. Let's get to it. Mother of Swords in reverse. So what I'm feeling here is, it's like, okay, this individual wants to play on this field, okay? Owl to owl. You're like, all right, I'm going to try to level with you, owl to owl, right? As long as you're here frontin', okay, as this character, I'm going to try and somehow, right, see things from your perspective, meet you eye to eye, understand you intellectually, right? Trying to understand and make sense of your actions, your behavior, or even the situation that we're in, right? This could not be an individual. It could be just a matter or situation that you're trying to wrap your head around, that you're trying to make sense of, okay? But whatever it is, right, I'm feeling that there's been a change, a huge change in approach, right, where you were previously taking on a perspective that you felt, well, maybe, right, if I try and like literally intellectualize what's going on, I may, right, be able to better understand what's going on and what's going on. But your sword is not going to get you anywhere, right, through this dark forest. What is your intuition. And you realize that. And you realize that it's not about this direct line of communication even. It's not about this direct technical strategy and clarification of facts. It's like, what matters is your intuition. And that is your navigating force through this. And that is even your mode and your means of communication, okay, with this individual. So perhaps there's a lot of spiritual rapport going on. Okay, there's a lot of dialogue, unspoken dialogue that's taking place. In your recent past, you have the Eight of Swords, directly preceding the Mother of Swords in reverse. So I'm feeling that there has been this transformation from, right, it's like transformation from the approach of the past, of trying to, right, it's like not heed your intuition necessarily as the front and center way of maneuvering your way through this confusing situation. There's been a transformation from that, playing in Swordlandia, so to speak, okay, to, wait a second, right? I know everything within myself already. I have my answers within myself. That's my navigating force through the darkness. It's my intuition, right? That leads me, that will never lead me astray. No book could give me that answer, right? No technical fact that I learn, or revelation, or communication even if I were to communicate directly with this person, would not, right, satiate whatever this feeling of confusion is. Only I can do that for myself, right? So there's this release, okay, the surrendering to, right? It's like, it's almost like a recoiling into your own. That's what I'm feeling for these Sagittarius. It's a recoiling into your own, standing up for what you believe. Really standing on your own 2 feet, right? Okay. And that led you to the Nine of Wands in reverse. The energetic pathway that you stepped into, which then leads you down to the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Both cards are in reverse. Yes, Sagittarius, look. The Nine of Wands in reverse. It shows this staircase that's almost like it's movement, right? You're making progress, but you may be making progress internally rather than externally, right? Searching for your answer outside of yourself is transformed in direction to internalizing whatever your truth is about the matter. And it's interesting because you're going from an Eight of Wands, to a 9. So this change up and this shake up that you want, right? That I'm feeling communication is going to be key to that. But perhaps again, right? Kyanite speaks to communication, but not just the written, spoken communication, but also the communication that, right, you have with yourself, that intuitive sort of dialogue. And so it's like where you have this desire for just the sudden, let's just do it, let's just say it, let's just, right, change it. there's this internalization. You're rerouting the way you're going about things and about coming to this point of clarity, right? So there's this descent into yourself, the echelons of your inner truth and being. And that leads you to this Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's interesting because you have two butterflies, right? One is released. One, oops, sorry, reverse that. One is released, but trying to balance. One is, right, just at the brink of release. So there's this internalization, right, that we're seeing. There's this rebirth, absolutely. I'm feeling that. There's been a rebirth. Of awakening to even your personal identity. As an individual. Because we're seeing, right, this moon in the middle. It's like, and the moon is joining these two individuals who are very different and yet similar, both birdie kind of creatures. So it's almost like, yes, there is another party, there's another aspect to whatever this is, but the emphasis and the focus is on what you personally make of it. Okay? And your personal identity within that whole process of revelation. Without trying to clarify or confirm your answer, right? That you, I feel, intuitively know. Okay? Without needing to do that, without needing to, right? Rationalize whatever this is. So you've surrendered to that, okay. And you're at this point now. This Two of Pentacles in reverse. Let me tune in 1 second, Sagittarius. I want to get back to this energy. I feel we gotta get into the rest of them first. So your advice is the Star. Okay, which is interesting because it's this uprising energy and motion as this butterfly is sort of held in suspension. So I'm feeling that you're in a state of trying to discover what makes you stable. How will I, right, as an individual, be stable in what I know, in what I do, in what I feel? This desire for the shakeup, right, to cause an instability, is I'm feeling really not your answer in some ways. Is really not your answer because it comes down again to you, right? There's an independence that we see with this, this Two of Pentacles, this butterfly. And there is an internalization, right, that we see with the Nine of Wands. And there's this stark independence with the Mother of Cups as well. And, right, Eight of Swords, the chrysalis, transformation. From being held within a certain predicament or situation to uprising from it. So there's this realization, right, that in trying to change our environment, trying to change a circumstance, or right, trying to cause some sort of chaos so that we can find order in some kind of way, yet again, I feel like you're realizing that the order, right, is in my hands. And the order comes from within me. I must be the order that I seek to create around me in my environment. I feel that's really important, Sagittarius. Okay, so, but you're grappling with that concept, right? How do I stabilize myself as an individual, right, with what I know? and with what I feel. And my path, my individual path as a butterfly, separate from whatever this environment is, right? Whatever this circumstance was, that somehow limited me, limited my flight. So now that I'm a butterfly, right? It's like now that I'm an individual, right? How do I want to make my progress down this new path? Okay, so I feel it's a period of even finding yourself. It's a period of finding yourself and determining, right? You're stepping into your own. That's what I'm getting for you strongly. And the star is your advice, is heeding you, beckoning you, rather, to tune in, right, to your intuition yet again. So strongly there's this focus on that. Intuition. That will navigate, right? That will help you navigate your way through the darkness of any kind, confusion of any kind, during this interim, okay? And it's Venus retrograde, it's Mercury retrograde, right? So absolutely there could be this sort of pending energy. And absolutely by pending energy, trying to establish a firm foundation before we present something. So if this is a preparative sort of stage, I'm feeling that the way that you may be able to most effectively, greatly lay the groundwork in a way that is going to satisfy you as an individual once you do launch whatever you do, is going to be by way of being guided and remembering, tapping into the dream that you have for whatever this is, right? It's like, remember why you're doing what you're doing. I feel that's so important for you. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. Continue to internalize, okay? But let that be, right? Let that be what is your stabilizing force, okay? Because whatever this dream is, it's very personal to you. It's not like you and another person and another situation and what do those people want to do. It's like you. It's like you as an individual Sagittarius. You are embarking upon this path of rebirth yet again, right? Internalization. And if you look at this figure 8 on the 2 of Pentacles that loops these 2 pentacles together, it's the very same color palette as the Star card. And of the lightning bolt strike. And let us remind us, right? The sword. But it's a very different sort of transgression and movement of this color palette, right? One that is outside of ourselves, right? Thinking that, right, that bringing about the stability in some way is externalized. Depends on the harmonization, right, that I perhaps have with a certain individual or a certain predicament or situation. And that I need a shakeup in that sort of circumstance in order to find myself or feel more stable and grounded. But lo and behold, right, it's then that transformation of, you know what, I don't need to play this game and remain in this cycle, right? My dream is not interdependent. That's what I'm getting strongly for you, Sagittarius. It's very personal. So, alas, right, we have this, it's like riding solo, flying solo, but by way, right, of the navigation of our dreams. And what is going to make you feel stable and secure along this path, Sagittarius, is harnessing that energy, that dream, that fire, that inkling, right, of desire, of what you want to create in your world, Sagittarius. That's going to be what is the harness, okay, upon this, upon this, this new stage in your life, this energy, right? Because I feel you have a lot of energy that you're moving with, but it's about harnessing it in a way that is not only going to bring something about, right, by way of your efforts, but also it's going to stabilize you within that, okay? Okay, now, near future is the Son of Cups in reverse. Swimming towards, in reverse, the star, towards this interaction, right, that you have, me, myself, and I. the stabilization of self. Tapping into that dream. This could be two things. It could be an individual who is a creative type, who is shy, okay? Like the shy artist type, who comes in, right, and wants to somehow be a part of whatever it is that you're doing. Wants to help you color your star, right? Wants to be a part of whatever this process is. But that, again, that is very personal to you. But there's something indirect about it. Okay, there's like a hinting, there's a hinting. If it's a person. Now, if it's not a person, right, it could be your own propensity. But I'm feeling it's a person, Sagittarius. I'm feeling it's a person. And your hopes and your fears is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And all of this, right, the Sun of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune are underpinning this stack of cards, which is in your energetic pathway that you're moving into as you step into the early part of May. And you have the Two of Cups here. And you have the Five of Pentacles. So there's some sort of instability, right, but yet feeling restricted, feeling bound to the situation that is just not fruitful, right? It's like there's no sense of stability or progress with it. Whatever this union was, perhaps, or just rather a situation that was emotionally dissatisfying for you, right? Yet again, Eight of Cups. But you're ready to let that go. You're ready to let that go. You're ready to come to stark clarity by way of your own doing, right? So this could be an individual who is almost like the other side, the other half to this Father of Swords, right? You see the color here. There's a playfulness and yet a seriousness. And I feel that if this is a person, and if this resonates with you, this is the sort of the side, right, that is undercover in this individual. The side that we don't quite see. Clearly, yes. And I just put them in opposite positions. So I feel there is an interchangeable sort of energy between these two characters, or however it is resonating for you, Sagittarius. Okay, there's a connection there. I'm feeling. And you're hoping and you're fearing, right? They could be both one and the same. That something is somehow not going to come full circle. That something is not going to come full circle with whatever this situation is. This shakeup, right, that you perhaps were desiring is somehow maybe not going to come full circle. There's something mysterious, though, about this energy, Sagittarius. There's something I feel unknown. There's something unknown. But let's step up into your environment and see the energy there. You have the Five of Wands in reverse. Let me tune in 1 second. So I'm feeling that, Sagittarius, you're going to be doing a lot of cleanup. Okay, you're going to be doing a lot of cleanup. You're going to be coming to grips with how you feel about something, right? You're going to no longer, right, remain in this state of this sucks. Like, okay, it wasn't satisfying. Now, what do I want to do with it? I want to remove myself from it. And I want to transmute it as well. Something is mysterious, though. I will say that, Sagittarius. Something I feel is coming through that it's like you want it, okay. You want to change, you want something to happen, right? You want something to happen that regards the situation that was. You want there to be some sort of release from whatever this matter has been, this emotional stagnancy, dissatisfaction. You want there to be the final say, the final judgment, right? But there's a desire for clarity, but then it's like a one step forward, one step back. It's a little bit like stop and go, to the point where it's like, right, you're stopping and going so fast and simultaneously that it's just kind of still. There's a stillness. So, and that's the point we're getting to here in their final outcome, right? It's like, it's almost like you're coming full circle. It's almost like you're coming full circle, like where you wanted to make this decision and have this clarity. You internalized, you inverted the approach. And now you're back to the point, right, where you have greater clarity with whatever you're doing. I will say that. But you still want to resolve something. I also feel that. There's something absolutely mysterious about the Sagittarius, okay? That I feel you got the Wheel of Fortune, okay? We don't always know, right? What comes of the Wheel of Fortune, but I feel that this is what I can say to you, Sagittarius. Focus on you. Focus on you, on your path, what is in your hands, what you can control. Because remember, right? It's like it takes two to tango, right? So the more that you are in control of yourself, the more that you stabilize yourself, that's where the clarity will come. Okay, that's where the clarity will come. I feel that you are being guided towards that, but at the same time, something. Okay, something. And you're coming down to this point of, again, two. So where you're stepping out of this sort of sticky situation of the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups, you're stepping into the clarity about whatever this matter was in a very decisive way. Okay, so it is Mercury retrograde, it is Venus retrograde. You may be sort of cycling through, right? Realizing what the best approach is, what the approach is that you feel is going to make for long-term stability and growth, and what is kind of the nucleus, right, of whatever the situation is that perhaps maybe was making you feel unstable. You're coming into your own, okay? There is clarity that you're coming to, absolutely. But at the end of the day, right, I feel that there is this sort of coming together, right, that it could be you and another person coming together to sort of hash things out. I'm hearing the song, anything can happen, something like that, like anything can happen. I will say that too, okay? Sagittarius. So, clarity and obscurity melded as one. That is the point that you enter with, and it's the point that you end with. So, thank you so much, Sagittarius. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Enjoy April, as I hope you've been doing so far, and I will be back with your full moon reading rather soon, if not today, tomorrow at the latest. And I also highly recommend you to check out your ascendant, rising, or moon sign, as oftentimes those will provide you with further insights into your situation. I know that I resonate a lot with my moon, even more than my sun oftentimes, so feel free to tune into those videos as well. If you don't know your signs, though, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will compute your signs for you. Just make sure, though, that your time of birth is exactly correct, even down to the minute, as that can change a few signs here and there. Most likely for ascendant, rising, and possibly for your moon. But play around with it, right? You never know. And otherwise, I believe that's it. All right. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Enjoy April yet again, and thank you so very much for all of your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I am so touched by all of the love and the light that you send out and about in this universe here. So thank you again, and I look forward to connecting with you. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.